Hi, yeah. So, I appear to be the only fully functional member of the house today because everybody's got the lurgy. So I'm throwing my hand to lots of things. I made waffles for breakfast. I make waffles on Christmas. It's kind of a tradition. When we kind of started doing things on our own terms, and particularly after the kids were born, we started just going, right, what are our traditions we're going to make? What's going to be our thing? What are the kids going to grow up and say, do you know what, we always did that at Christmas or whatever it was? And, hopefully think of fondly. So making waffles on Christmas Day is one thing that I always do. We used to do croissants because that was what I had as a kid, but our own traditions are better than those that are associated with bad times. So I made waffles this morning. I've also got out our deep fryer because we've had a deep fryer for like 3 years or something. Never used it, never once. And as far as I can tell, it's not that difficult. So I'm going to try battering some chicken up. I'm just kind of using today as an opportunity to. Well, I think this is the wider. I hate the term holistic because it implies alternative healthcare and all these nonsense ideas. But holistic as in viewing as a whole, taking the opportunity to learn new stuff and try new stuff. And that includes, hey, maybe I'm going to be the deep fry king. Maybe I'm going to be waffle king. Maybe in our new place we could start selling waffles and deep fried goodness. We've got those options. A little bit cart before the horse, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm just out with my bikes today. I had cleared down a lot of these, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I get bikes donated all year round, and some of them I'm gonna turn around, make wonderful, make for the people. Others I've got to strip down, but it's a constant kind of conveyor belt, really. But I like it. It clearly continues to be a service that people like. So, although it's a pajama day, as you can see by what I'm wearing, yeah, I really just don't care enough to get changed when I come outside. Everybody else is inside, sniffing, feeling sorry for themselves, and curled up on the sofa, basically. There's Fortnite, there's books, and there's being immersed in one's mobile phone going on in there. So now I just made everybody a brew, and I thought I'd come out here and do this. It's actually the weirdest thing that everybody is ill except for me. I'm normally the first person to get ill. There's something going around, I will get it. Quite often the kids bring me diseases. They don't get them themselves, they just carry them to me, which is nice. And also normally I have seasonal sinusitis, which I did. It did start to rear its head about a month back, but it seems to have kind of gone away again. Let's hope that's for good. But unfortunately, what I am seeing in everybody else is my likely future. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, I am going to be an absolute state man flu. Let me tell you, these guys have got it easy. When I get it, it's going to be man flu, and that is a life-threatening condition. So, yeah, I'm just kind of doing some things that I can. Well, I can really. So I'm acting as if I'm heading into battle tomorrow or something, or my very existence is at stake. Well, it is man flu, but I think I'll probably survive. But I just know that today/tomorrow probably going to be my last days of being particularly functional. So just getting on with some bits and pieces. But I am really, as I said to you yesterday, I'm really starting to kind of feel the difference. The anxiety has. I'm not going to say it's completely gone. It's never going to be completely gone. There's no question of this. But it's certainly dulled to the extent that I'm feeling all right. It's this keeping on kind of focusing on the here and now and trying to let everything else just not be a thing. I'm even hoping later on I might get into some writing. So I'm working on some website stuff. I'm working on a site where I can put all these videos along with some additional kind of content and things like that. But also, I have had so many ideas in my brain for so long. I've been putting down ideas on paper since I was at uni. I think since I first started travelling, I think that was when I first started kind of seeing the wider world and having ideas and thoughts. So I've been throwing things down, disjointed thoughts and ideas, on paper, on various Google Docs and things like that for many years. And yeah, so that's my next thing. I think that I'd like to try is, I'm not saying I'm going to be any good, I don't know, but I won't know unless I try, will I? So maybe do a bit of that later. But yeah, all in all, feeling really quite positive. So take the wins when you can get them. So I'm going to continue to do a little bit of pyjama-based bike maintenance because I can, and because who's anybody to tell me that's not the way to do it. And then I'm going to become a domestic goddess. A couple of notes. For any of you who are wondering where episode 11 went, it was a short one, and then YouTube decided it was going to be a short, and I really don't quite understand. I mean, just apparently a couple of minutes or so, and it's just like, no, sorry, that's going in a different category. Up yours. So, hey. So that is on there. We do have a video for every day, and we'll continue to do so. And yeah, again, just kind of thanks for being here with me. I know at this point there's not that many people that watch these videos, but I know there are some, and also, you know, I do appreciate it. I know I waffle sometimes, always going to, but also that's kind of the way I get all my thoughts out of my head. Not every single thought is going to be a genius mic drop of a moment, but you know, if I just keep talking, if I just keep producing the dialogue, then at some point maybe there will be nuggets, just mere nuggets of, I don't know, wisdom might be a strong word, interest, should we say. So I'm going to keep going. So wish me luck. Hopefully I don't end up completely out of action, but we'll see how it goes. As I said, if I do, then I have indoory things as much as outdoory things that I can do. But also, and most importantly, the fallacy of being productive. You see, I was about to finish the video, but I'm going to say this now. Right then, I was kind of autopilot, just excusing myself. I was trying to say, okay, I may not be as productive for a couple of days, and I'm sorry, but I'll try and do other things. That's a bad headspace to be in. That's not what life should be. You should not be about. And also, who says what productive means anyway? You know, I don't have any way of telling you what's productive in my head is the same as what's productive in your head. Self-care. Maybe self-care is the most productive thing we can do, and maybe a big part of what I'm doing here, this whole new chapter, is at its heart self-care. So, do you know what? If I'm ill this week, I'm going to fucking chill out, and I'm going to be ill. And I'm going to drink lots of fluids, and I'm going to get lots of rest, I'm going to read my book, and then I'm going to feel better. And then I can get back onto doing what I do. But it's not about being productive. It's not about every day saying, I have done this, I have done that. Of course, it's great when we have days like that and things need to be achieved. But it's not an end in and of itself. And, well, I'm trying to realise that. I think maybe the sooner society realised that, things could change.